There are two major things that I need you guys to understand and really, really focus on for this week to get a hold of and get on lock. It has nothing to do with scripts, and it has everything to do with two major things. Okay, so this is live basics for Goalie Six-Figure Live Creator. Guys, this is just the start. Okay, this is just the first week, so we have to get the basics down in terms of these two things. After that, we can start to go in more depth of talk track and scripting and stuff like that. But today, we're focusing on these two. Some streaming basics, just so that we know and we're all on the same page here, guys, is if you guys have ever been on a website, you go to check out a product, you don't buy the product, then you go to Facebook or you go to Google and you see the product everywhere. That's called retargeting. And that is what TikTok does for live streamers, guys. A user views the video. Once the video is viewed on Goalie and they become interested in the product, it then retargets them to a live streamer. Okay, so a user views a video. Let's say 5 seconds, they're interested, boom, they get retargeted to a live streamer, okay? And so we are right here in terms of the marketing funnel, guys. It is when people are already considering Goalie and we have to push them over the edge, all right? So this also works opposite, but I'm not going to talk about that today. All right, golden rules for success as a streamer. Let's set some standards here, guys. Number one, be consistent. Stick to a daily product. Stick to a daily schedule. If you skip Sundays, cool, stick to that. If you skip Saturday and Sunday, you're going to get beat by the market, but stick to Saturday and Sundays off, okay? So have a consistent schedule. Stick to the product. Don't go back and forth. If you're going to start with Goalie and you want to be a top producer a couple weeks from today, you want to be the top guy when it's taking off, or girl, guess what? Stick to the product. Either get a second account to run it on every single day, but don't product hop around. You have to stay consistent. It's a competition-based algorithm. May the best man or woman win who's the most consistent and also goes long for a good duration. So a good duration on TikTok Live is a minimum of 2 hours, but the absolute bare minimum is 90 minutes. You want to shoot for 2 hours, and if you want to be the best, if you want to be a top 10 producer with Goalie, you're going to have to go for like 3 hours, right? Yeah. Number three is high converting. You are a high converting salesperson, right? You follow the steps in this training, position yourself as the expert, and spark some emotion to get these people to buy. Remember, guys, on TikTok, it's doom scrolling. Dopamines are being fried, and so we have to generate some buzz, we have to generate some emotion, and we have to get them to buy, not using as much logic as much as emotion, okay? And so stage setup. This is one of the most important things out of the second. Remember, I told you two things, guys. Number one is your setup. I'm seeing some setups that you guys are doing. I want to make sure that we have really good setups, or you guys are not going to be a top 10 producer. I've seen some of you guys have really good setups. Some of us have to critique it as soon as possible, okay? Number one, simple and clean. Guys, do not have a ton of stuff on the screen. It's all about the product. If you have a little background plant, cool. If you have a background whiteboard to help the product, cool, but simple and clean. Lighting, have good lighting. Get a mount, get a tripod with a ring light. If you don't want the tripod and ring light, you already have a phone mount. Get a softbox, the big softbox you can look up on Amazon. Get good lighting. It's super, super crucial, especially when you're going to post your live replays too. Billboard, add the billboard on the screen. Use the billboard to your advantage. They gave us billboards, those displays on screen. Use them wisely. Okay. And a second device for explaining. Guys, devices are not cheap. Devices are cheap. Second devices, you can get on Facebook Marketplace, eBay. You can even get on Amazon for like 80 to $100. You can get cheap iPhones. You can get little cheap iPads too. Okay. So get a very cheap second phone to do the explaining. I promise you it is worth the $100 investment. It is very, very worth it. Buyers do not know, not all buyers, especially when we're talking about some older demographics here, they don't understand TikTok as well. And so you have to explain this stuff. You have to tell them where to type in the code. Goalie's going to be using a lot of coupons codes. You guys need, if you want to be a top producer, second devices are really, really crucial to show people how to do this, okay? If you don't have the money yet for it, it's okay. You could still get away with making a ton of money with Goalie without a device, but you want to push to get a second device. It's worth the investment, all right? So let's take a look at some of the top producers. Here we have Black Origin. Okay, so as you guys can see, Black Origin has multi-collagen peptides right here. Simple, clean setup. He's displaying. That's another thing, guys, that I have to add is display the product. Display the product. He's displaying the product. Great lighting. Has his billboard. He's got it on a phone mount. He's not holding his phone. He's got great lighting, and he also has his second phone. Okay, he's a second phone that he uses. It's not in this clip, but he has a second phone that you guys can see. He's using his hand. He's showing. He's explaining, and he's using his hands. Right, guys. This is Isaiah with the ice maker. As you can see, he's explaining with the phone. He puts his phone down. He's showing the ice makers how they look. He's displaying them. All right. Here is Euro Probiotics. This is another one. As we can see, she's using the phone. She's showing it off with a simple, clean setup. Good lighting. She has it on a phone mount. She's got her billboard explaining it. Very good stream. This is our lead, Alex or Ivan. This is our lead for goalie. As you can see, he's got a very simple, clean setup. He's using his second phone. He's got the billboard to explain. He's got good lighting. Perfect. Okay. Here's another good goalie setup from Daily Deal Streams, right? Simple and clean, good lighting, phone mount, billboard, second phone. Very, 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 very important that you guys understand this. This is what separates Six Figure Live Creator from other communities that are going to stream goalie. You have to understand that your setup is very important. The visual aspect of when people are scrolling and they already seen goalie and they see your stream, that visual aspect is what positions you as the expert before they start listening to you. And so if you are sitting there with a low quality live stream and you got it in your hand and you're shaking all around, you don't have a script, you don't know what to say, you're going to lose the buyer, you're going to lose the consumer, you're not going to convert nearly as well as these guys right here. So your setup is extremely important. Do this right here and you'll already position yourself over 99% of people that are going to be streaming goalie. Okay. Now, script and tonality. Guys, script, tonality, and cadence. Guys, I'm not going to get into the script today, and I will not be building a universal live script. The reason I'm not building a one-off script is, number one, is I don't know how TikTok's going to take that. I don't know if they're going to start calling it unoriginal because we all have one script. And also, I want you guys to have your own touch points, your own personality, your own what you want to talk about. If you tell stories better, whatever you guys, your personality is, I want you guys to add your own twist onto things. Don't be unoriginal. Don't copycat. By the way, if I see you guys copying each other's scripts and sets, I'm just not going to take it. I'm going to respond. I'm going to tell you guys in the DMs. I know you're copying, who you're copying, and let's not do that. Okay, so let's stay away from copying each other. Right? We can take from each other what's worked, but guys, it's very simple. Set up a good set, have good lighting, make sure it looks good. You can have some good talk tracks about you, your product, and the company, and you're all good. Okay, so these are just talk tracks. I added them to the chat. These are a bunch of talk tracks. You can use my script framework and you can input all these talk tracks and add some stuff and you can have a great script. Okay, these are a bunch of good talk tracks that currently don't get violated. I'm not reliable for any violations, guys. Don't come at me, but these are what currently don't get violated. So tonality and cadence. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Feelings of calm, cool, and collected radiate off of top producers, guys. Feelings of calm, cool, and collected radiate off top producers. If you watch a top producer, he's very calm, he's very cool, and he explains it very well. Okay, he's talking about the iPhone. Welcome into the live stream, everybody. Appreciate you for stopping in. Today, we're going to be talking about the iPhone 14 and how it's on a major discount today. If you've ever had an iPhone before this, go ahead and comment down below. I'll be sure to tell you guys how to get this secret double discount today on this iPhone 14. So guys, calm, cool, collected, explain it very well. Don't be choppy. Don't start going urgency out the gate, guys. You want to build up to that. And when you enter the call to action area, meaning when you enter the area where you're starting to say buy now, you can raise your energy up. You can raise your energy up. You can spark some emotion and have some emphasis in your voice if you want to. If you don't think you're good at it, it's okay. You don't have to do that. Top producers still do well without doing it. Just by implying scarcity and urgency, they do well. But yes, so you don't have to. But if you want to, you would do something like this and you would start talking about goalie is on a major discount today. So if you tap that buy button at the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you guys can pick yours up on a major flash sale plus fast and free shipping out of the United States. Now, I don't know how long this goalie coupon code is going to last, guys. So you want to go ahead and pick yours up right now by tapping that buy button down below on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Guys, welcome into the live stream, everyone. Appreciate you for coming in. See, and you go right back down. All right, so it's up to you whether you want to do that, but calm, cool, and collected, guys. Be calm. You are on FaceTime telling a story. There are times to emphasize and get emotional and times to explain. Just like what I just said, guys, it's exactly I went a little bit too quick for myself, but just like that, guys. So that is today's training. It's emphasizing that stay calm, cool, and collected. Read it. Guys, have a script and just flow. Just have a conversation. Just talk. Don't be doing so much urgency and scarcity. It's not time for that yet. Just talk and explain very well. Get a good setup. This week, you should be focused on getting a very good setup. Okay, do not be using your hands to hold up the stream. Have a phone mount, have good lighting. Set this thing up for success right now before we start going mega viral. You want to position yourselves as the best setups possible and start getting into flow state. All right, that's it for today's training, guys. See you guys in the chat.